Welcome to Journaling with Nature, the podcast for those who want to turn curiosity into wonder, a pencil sketch into a rabbit hole of discovery, a moment of stillness into a life full of joy. I'm your host, Bethan Burton. Let's open the pages of our nature journals and explore this world together. Hello, this is episode 188. I hope you're doing well. The weather here is cooling down. We're getting out our long sleeve clothes and long pants to keep warm now. But our days are finally sunny after all the rain we've had, and sunny days in Brisbane are very warm and lovely outdoors. I've been out in the garden again, which is such an amazing joy for me. It really calms my mind and my body just to be out there with the plants. I go out there, especially in the late afternoon, and it's a really peaceful time as the sun's going down. I've been thinking a lot this week about last week's episode with Jennifer Jewell. I find Jennifer's work so profoundly important, elevating the way that we think about gardens and how they intersect with the rest of life and culture, food, community, environmentalism, activism, and social and environmental justice. It's all so important and valuable, and I was thinking of the book that she wrote about seeds. It's called What We Sow, on the personal, ecological, and cultural significance of seeds. I find seeds so magical, and I talked about that a little bit with Jennifer. When you hold a seed, you're holding the most incredible package of potential. Given the right conditions, that little seed is going to grow into a plant that can feed you or shade you or be food or habitat for another animal. And it's all wrapped up in this little package. And each seed has its own special shape and size, which I find so great to investigate. And when you start to plant from seed in the garden, you start to notice that seeds that grow into plants from the same family have similar seed shapes and sizes. Brassicas like broccoli and cabbage all have tiny little round seeds, and chard and rainbow chard, those green leafy ones, have bigger knobbly kind of seeds that you come to recognize. Lettuces have long seeds, and beans are clear because they have that Jack and the Beanstalk shape. And one of the most exciting parts of keeping a garden, I think, is harvesting and saving the seeds once the plants have done their dash. I will never forget the first time I discovered that the dead flowers from a marigold can be broken up and you'll find the seeds waiting in there. I discovered that in my first garden, and I remember just being utterly thrilled and amazed and showing everyone in my family. Lately, I've been growing Madagascar beans, which are these really big beans that you soak and cook before you eat them. And the seeds are kind of cream-coloured with lovely purple speckles all over them. They're super satisfying to sketch in my garden journal. I've got a page in my garden journal actually just dedicated to seeds, and I love exploring seeds of different shapes and sizes on that page. So for today's prompt, I propose that we sketch and write about seeds. If you have a garden and you grow from seed, this is a natural place to start. If you don't have a garden, you might consider seeking out one packet of seeds from your local market and plant something in a pot on the windowsill. If you don't have a garden, another way to use seeds is to sprout them in a jar and eat the sprouts. Broccoli seeds are great to use for this. This way you get to interact with seeds as well as have a super quick and nutritious harvest. I wonder if you can find seeds in your local green space as well. When I was growing up, the local park had a huge patch of nasturtiums growing wild, and nasturtium seeds are so cool. They come in 3 parts and they're all ridged and crinkly. Another place that you might find seeds is on your clothes if you walk through a patch of unkept grass or parkland. We have something called cobbler's pegs, which are these very annoying long black seeds that stick to your clothes with these little hooks as you brush past the plants. Or we also get those big round spiky burrs that stick to your clothes. Have you experienced this? I think this is why the weeds spread so easily, I guess, because the seeds are so skilled at sticking to the clothes or to the fur of animals. So keep an eye out for seeds in the weedy areas near you. They can be really interesting too. Just be sure not to spread them. In your city, I bet there's also seed swaps happening or seed savers networks that are doing wonderful things for preserving heirloom varieties of different vegetables. So I invite you to explore seeds this week and report back. I'd love to hear your experience of nature journaling the seeds in your garden or in your green spaces. You can leave a comment below this post on the Journaling with Nature website. Thank you so much for listening. See you next week.